The Edmonton Oilers fall in Game 3 here at home at Rogers Place by a score of 5-1 by the Vegas Golden Knights. David, our coverage here on the fourth period is presented by Bodog.
When it feels like all that's left is work hard, it's time to play again. Easily find your next favorite game with Bodog. Free casino games, poker tips, and sports odds. Make a play.
The Oilers fans had their pom-poms ready, and they were hoping to cheer for another performance like Game 2 in Game 3, but they didn't get that, did they, from their team?
No, they didn't. Vegas stole their thunder and absolutely just took them to the cleaners in this one. It was a 5-1 throbbing by the Vegas Golden Knights, and this is a team that we thought was going to come into this game a lot more disciplined. They were. A lot more aggressive. They were. And a lot more offensive. They were.
Yep.
And that spelled bad news for the Edmonton Oilers, who, as the game progressed, you could see their frustration getting larger and larger and growing more and more, especially from number 29, Leon Draisaitl. This was a game that really got away from the Edmonton Oilers relatively quickly, and there just wasn't an opportunity for them to pull themselves back in this game because the Vegas Golden Knights did a lot of good things tonight that helped them get that W.
Vegas Knights were also given a lot of help by the Edmonton Oilers defensemen tonight.
Yes, they were. A few of them.
Yeah.
A couple blown tires by a few guys and some misplays by a few others. And unfortunately, those misplays and that subpar performance helped lead the Vegas Golden Knights to some victories. You could talk about the Bouchard blown tire or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Overall, not only did they fall back defensively, they weren't able to produce anything on the opposite side of the end. And I mean, when you combo those two things, it usually leads to some pretty bad things.
The Edmonton Oilers relied heavily on their power play all season. It's and to their credit, it's been unreal. It has been in this postseason as well. But if you're not getting power play calls, you're going to have to try and generate something 5-on-5, and the Oilers weren't good at that in Game 3.
No, they weren't, and their depth just wasn't there for this team. We didn't see much, and granted, Zach Hyman clearly was dealing with something after that first period, but nothing from him, really. Yeah. Nothing from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Some of the other players on this team, the depth performers, weren't really there. We didn't see much from 97 Connor McDavid either. Leon Draisaitl tried to create some opportunities. Again, frustration kind of boiled over for him, so it just wasn't a very good performance by the Edmonton Oilers overall, and that's why you're playing a 7-game series. But when you get one of the best road teams in the league,
third best
in the regular season, performing this well against you, makes it that much tougher.
We are here, so we're talking about the Edmonton Oilers, obviously, but you have to give the Golden Knights credit, and Jack Eichel was unreal tonight.
He was phenomenal. This was just one hell of a performance from him, not just offensively with a goal and some helpers, but also defensively, the other side of the puck. He was clearing the zone. He was creating or shutting down some of the chances that were the Edmonton Oilers were trying to create in this one offensively. He was very strong at both ends of the ice, and that was a key contributor as to why the Vegas Golden Knights performed as well as they did. When you get your top guys performing at a level that Eichel performed at, named the number one star in this game, it helps.
Yeah, it was a pretty good performance from the Vegas Golden Knights, who beat the Edmonton Oilers 5-1 here in Game 3, take a 2-1 series lead. And yes, David, the Edmonton Oilers did find out tonight that the Vegas Golden Knights are pretty good at hockey.